Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Glad you Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Glad you made it. It's another social production. That's right. We're doing it on Wednesday, June the 25th, 2025. That's a lot of fives right there. Wherever you're tuning in from. Here in the great nation of Canada, all the provinces, down south in the United States, all the states, further down south, Mexico, over there in Argentina, Brazil, so I'm talking South America, Peru, Bolivia, Botswana, over there in the Africas, Belize, over there in Singapore, over there in Taipei, Europe, Asia, Africa, Antarctica, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, Australia, of course. Let's never forget the Indies, over there. It's really hot. It's been really hot. It's just catch you. Surprisingly hot. We don't have any AC in here. That's all right. It's been really hot past few days in the GTA. It's been nice though. No complaints. Love the heat. Love that. I'm not complaining. Just letting you know it is hot. I feel it. I've been walking, sweating. It's nice. Get the toxins out. That's how you do it, baby. Hope you're all doing well wherever you are. Hope it's nice and warm for you out there. It's so hot outside. Your mitochondria is going to be leaking, son. Watch yourself. Here's a tissue. Wipe yourself. Your mitochondria is leaking. Why don't you wipe yourself? Your mitochondria is leaking. I've been thinking about this line for, I don't know. I want to use it somewhere. I don't know. I wish I had more life instances where it would come up. I don't want to, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'll say that again. But dropping that line for some reason just makes me want to just, you just got to know. You should have seen the situation that went down. And I told them, wipe yourself. Your mitochondria is leaking. I like it. Use it. If you get it, I'm telling you right now. You get in a little gang affiliated activities that, things need a little bit of parsing. Things need to be sniffed out, things need to be sorted out. Let's just put it all on the table, shall we? Wipe yourself, your mitochondria is leaking. Right there in his jugular, I popped him off and I told him, wipe yourself, your mitochondria is leaking. Your mitochondria is oozing. That's what I said, and then I walked away. Business meeting, we're not gonna merge. I don't agree with this agreement. Rip up the old agreement. Wipe yourself, your mitochondria is leaking. Or chicks could use it too. I know I'm using an ultra, uber masculine voice right or chicks can use it too. Ooh, wipe yourself, my chick somehow sounds like, that's not, ooh. I don't have it, we'll get there. We'll get there. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, what have we been talking about? It's neither here or there. That is neither here or there. It's hot. Let's just get right into it. Wherever you're tuning in from, thank you for joining me once again. Let's start off with some of the old newsy news or cool stories that I read about, which made me ponder things. Let me start off by saying this. Tired of having regular babies? I know some of you might be. You got it. Congratulations. You nutted in her. Nutted inside her little oven, her little toaster, her little set it and forget it, if you know what I mean. 360 degrees, 180, whatever the preference may be. Nonetheless, you impregnate your lady. You got her pregnant. Congratulations. You had a baby. But guess what? It's a real baby. It's a real baby. Guess what you can't do with real babies? You can't put them in action sequences. That's right. You can't punch a baby in the face. Despite the fact that extremely soft, but you don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that, which sucks. You don't want to leave it in the car. Oh, my baby's in the car. Everybody, people walking bad. What a bad parent. Judgmental people walking by. What a bad parent. Left a baby in the car. You can't, you can't just loosely just drag them with, if you're running, you can't just before in high school or university, even in your let's say you were like, trying for a new job out there, you were trying to train to become a cop or a firefighter or something, you got to do your personal training. You can't jog with a baby. You can't sprint with a baby. You might be able to jog with it. You might run a little bit quickly, but you're not gonna be able to sprint with it. That sucks. These are the downsides of some of the babies out there. You can't throw a baby, despite the fact that they're extremely aerodynamic and tiny, which makes them suitable for throwing. They're like footballs, but more alive. But that sucks. That sucks about babies. But guess what? There's good news. If you're like, I really wanted to do some of the items you just mentioned, well, you can do that. Apparently in Brazil, there's a whole relatively new movement or a niche little subculture that's taken effect. It's called the hyper-realistic baby dolls or reborns or preborns. I don't know exactly what they're called, but nonetheless, it's about hyper-realistic baby dolls in Brazil. That's right. So take babies, take dolls, and then combine the two. Hyper-realistic baby dolls. You can pretend you're pregnant. You can stuff a pillow up your skirt for 9 months, 8 months, 7 months. Say it's a preemie. It doesn't matter. And then next thing you know, whip out a little hyper-realistic baby, and then you can walk it around and dangle it on a keychain. And that's one of the other things you can't do with a baby, a real one, dangle on a keychain. You know what you can't do with a real baby? Hang it like how you hang dice in your rear view mirror of the car, which sucks because you'd be able to, really, it's a great ornament. If you could do it with real baby, but you can't do that with real baby, but now you can with hyper-realistic baby dolls made in Brazil. Again, movement started, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around the 2010s. People collect these dolls. It's causing a little bit of ruckus. It's causing a little bit of commotion. It's getting people a little excited. It's getting people titillated. People are wet, people are hard, and that's the question. Should people be wet? Should people be hard? Some of the questions rather, because we're talking about hyper-realistic baby dolls. Some people are upset. Some people are extremely into it and happy about it. I myself try to find the funny in things is what I does. Hyper-realistic babies, I'm telling you right now, you can take that baby right into a sauna, just leave it in the corner. Turn it around so people don't see it, I'm sure they're gonna be able to recognize if it's breathing or not, but just leave it, twist it to the side a little bit, and just sit it down and just leave it in there. Freak people out a little bit. You can have a great time doing that. Go for a sprint, use it as ankle weights. And people will scream and just lose their shit, and you can just turn around and be like, don't worry, relax there. Relax there. It's just a hyper-realistic baby doll. And people will look like an idiot for having stopped you or called somebody after seeing something. They've said something about it, and somebody came after you and they're like, shut it down, put down the baby that's locked around your ankles. You'd be like, relax, wiggle your feet, just wiggle your feet. Show them what's up. Touch, kick the baby to the tree, and the people will be panicking. What are you doing? You're psycho. And you can have the last laugh, say it's a hyper-realistic baby. But guess what? You can't do that with real babies, which is, it comes with many downsides. I'm not gonna spend time going through all the downsides of realistic babies, real babies, but hyper-realistic babies. You can do what get a bulldozer and start digging dirt, and then throw the baby in the midst of the dirt, and then dig up a baby, and then people will freak out, oh my God, he's digging up babies. And then just wait a few minutes, have a good laugh, and then after tell them it's a hyper-realistic baby doll. You can't, again, you wanna just karate chop a baby? You can't do that, because babies are, I'm so defenseless, I'm a baby, I can't control my head. Baby, can't control his head. I've got no neck control, don't kick me. Guess what? You can kick as many hyper-realistic babies as you like, over and over and over. And people might freak out initially, stop kicking that baby in the face. And wait a few minutes and have the last laugh by saying it's a hyper-realistic baby doll. You fools. You could stick a cigarette, you could stick 5 cigarettes in the hyper-realistic baby's mouths in the car. Slightly pull down the window just so it can just put out the air, put out the smoke a little, have people walk by, oh my God, what kind of parent are your baby smoking? Wait a few minutes, have the last laugh, say it's a hyper-realistic baby and it's not smoking. idiot. You mind your own business. But thank you for noticing. Like I said, you can't put him in action movies either. Oh, this baby's only 2 months. It can't ride its own motorcycle and do a loop-de-loop and fly off a cliff and hang on to a helicopter or a balloon, or hotter balloons rather, or a frisbee. It can't catch it. You can't throw a frisbee at a baby's mouth because it doesn't have any teeth. It can't catch it. Oh, sucks. But guess what? Hyper-realistic babies, you can do anything with them. You can put them in action sequences, have them sit on motorcycles, have them run off cliffs, jumping on, clinging on to. Because it's hyper-realistic babies, right? But again, if we just combine the tech with the robotics and the AI, you can have hyper-realistic babies doing stunts or real-life work. Have work babies. Yeah, that's another thing you can't do with babies. You can't get them to work. Lazy sacks of shit. Oh, give me a tit. I want some milk. Give me dairy. The little dairy fiends. Give me my lactose. I want my lactose. Like, get off, baby. Get out of here. Always with your milk and tits. Whereas hyper-realistic babies, they don't need the milk and the tits. They could just fucking lay there and you can do whatever you want with them. Whatever you want with them, which is another problem that might down the line be a problem. Again, gotta think of this. You have to think of this. Babies can't work. Babies can't do labor. Babies can't do anything obscene. But what about hyper-realistic babies? Think about that shit. Think about that shit, son. Oh, that's another, because you might be able to. Most people probably, most people, I'll say it's like 99.99999% of that population that collects these dolls probably does it as a whatever. It's just another hobby for some people. Some people collect stamps, some people, collect coins, some people take Polaroids, some people collect whatever, jars, some people, collect china plates, some people, whatever you're into. Dolls, figurines, action figures, you name it. But those are again, not objects that mimic babies. But what about that one tiny percentage of the population that might get these babies and do horrendous acts with them? Think about that. You think about that. You think about that. Horrendous acts. Talking about horrendous acts here. If you need me to be more specific, just stay silent and I will get more specific. If anybody is going to object, say anything, and I will stop. I will give it 5 seconds, counting 5. If anybody says anything, we will just leave it at that in your imagination. 5 seconds. But if you want me to go ahead, get graphic, don't say anything. 4, leave it. Again, if you want me to stop, 2, you should have said something by now. What if somebody rapes the baby? The hyper-realistic baby that is a baby doll. Think about that. Problem? Leave a comment. Leave a comment. If it is a problem, it's out there. It is out there, people. Gotta talk about these things. Because, yeah, it's all fun and games till baby is freaking everybody out. Because people might watch that and freak the fuck out. And somebody might, and will there be consequences? Could you? It's out there is all I'm saying. Jesus Christ, you guys are sick. You're sick for not saying anything. Nonetheless, it exists out there, and I'm sure most people are having innocent fun with it, but I'm just saying, you should have said something when you had the chance. But no, we're all cool with it. Perverts. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday, and it's that time of the year. Like I said, it's hot outside. It's been like 30 plus degrees for the past few days, at least in the GTA, which is nice, no complaints whatsoever. But you're wondering to yourself, could I beat the heat this summer? Could I beat the heat? Put your hands up and let me know if I can get the power to beat the heat. Could you beat the heat? I don't know. I believe I'm going to do my best to try to help you beat the heat this summer. How could you beat the heat? You could beat the heat by not moving much. I'm telling you right now, summertime is the most appropriate time for you to get a lot of injections of just Botox. Because again, I believe Botox reduces muscle movement. So if you just inject yourself with about, I'm gonna say, depending on, everybody's different. I don't know your body size or like how much you weigh. I'd say 200 injections all over your body. It'll keep you cool. You're not gonna sweat as much from what I hear. Minimal muscle movement, which is one of the reasons you sweat in the heat. If you were to just remain still, I would say for the summer, as a matter of fact, you want to just like knock yourself out. Just, a lot of people say don't, fall head first to the ground. Don't run first, face first into that tree. Don't let anybody hit you in the head with a baseball bat. Don't take a ball to the face. They'll say that, but I'm telling you right now, if you just like get knocked out for a few days when it's really hot outside and you're just laying flat anywhere, really anywhere. And you're like, what about CTE? Everything is about compromise. Everything is, what about losing my memories? What about this, that, and what if I get dementia when I'm 99? You'll want dementia when you're 99. Who wouldn't want dementia when they're 99? God, think about it. That's just, again, up to you. Injections are available. Getting knocked out. Have somebody punch you in the face. Have somebody just punch you in the face. You're like, I don't have anybody that could punch me in the face. Slam your car door right. You put your head right between the car and just slam it right on top of your head. Get knocked out. Fall to the ground. Relax. Take a few days off. You know what I mean? Relax a little bit. You could go like skydiving, because it'd be really windy. It'd be really windy once, but it's only for a few seconds. But keep skydiving. I would take a whole few days if it's like really hot outside. Just keep skydiving. Jump, parachute down to the ground, catch a breeze, cool off, get back up there, jump again, and again for 24, 48, 72 hours, however long it may take. It doesn't matter. Have people blow you. Have a lot of people blow you. Find people who are really cool with the heat. I'm talking people who are, you know them, you've seen them, people who thrive in the heat. Some people do. Find those individuals. Have them blow on you. Just, that was the original AC back in, we're talking about 3000 BC. People of affluence would have people blow them. Not sexually, of course, but just with their breath, so they would cool down. That's how they did in Egypt, I think. Pretty sure they did. Why wouldn't you? It makes sense. So have people right now, if you can, especially if you got, if you just want to pay them like bare minimum for a few hours, it's not a big deal, just pay them bare minimum. Have people just come in right in your face, right in your taint. Oh, nothing like a cool breeze of fresh air being blown by a fella or a lady on your taint during a summer day where you're sipping on sangria and putting your feet up and your nuts are just hanging below the old shorts or whatever you're wearing or not wearing. It doesn't matter. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, let somebody blow you this summer. You could get a couple of industrialized fans and just plug 4 of them in and just kind of circle yourself, close yourself in, and just get blown by industrialized fans, right? And you be in the center of it. You might get tossed around if it's really like hardcore industrial, because we've seen those instances. And so what? So what if you get knocked out? So what if you fall and trip and fall, and you might go, you might get a little bit of tinnitus for the next few days after you're finished because of all the wind in your ears, but that's all right. That's worth it as well, ladies and gentlemen. So those are some of the ways you could cool off and potentially beat the heat. I would say to move somewhere cold. If you're like, oh, I can't take the move to Eskimo Island, wherever the Eskimos reside in the cold regions of planet Earth. Move to the Arctic. Move to Greenland. Move to Iceland. Move somewhere else if it's too hot. You know what I mean? Quit complaining about it. The heat is nice, but if you want to beat it, you could beat it. You could just train for it. A lot of people don't train for it. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't know what to do when the heat is on. Get out there and sweat. Don't worry. It's good for you. Beat the heat with more heat. The heat is coming at you. Don't go out there and be like, oh, I don't know what to do. Get a couple of lighters. Light them up. Fight the heat with heat. As a matter of fact, I say take it a little bit further, set yourself on fire, because nothing says I love heat like just dousing yourself in gasoline and lighting a match. Because at the end of the day, we're top dogs on this shit. We're the captain of this industry, ship industry. We're the seashore captain of this, we're the captain of this port. We're a couple of pirates. We've been on a couple of here and there. We've been on a couple of kayaks. You've seen a couple of little boats, blown up boats, little tiny paddle boats. What have we been talking about, ladies? That's a few ways to beat the heat if you want to get down to the nitty gritty. But there you go. You're welcome. Use any of those. If you've got a better idea, please leave a comment. If you like, share it. This is a community. We are a family after all. Share your wisdom. Don't just be like, oh, I'm gonna just beat the heat by myself. It's a team sport there. All right. Wipe yourself. Your mitochondria is leaking. Napkin. What else is going on? Ladies and gents, of course, wearing 2 condoms is often dubbed as one of the coolest acts anybody can pull off. But why stop there? Yeah, you're like, I don't know if I got what it takes to wear 2 condoms and pull it off. I'm telling you right now, you can pull it off and you should pull it off. Yeah, you've heard of it, you've seen other people do it. You're like, I don't know if I got you've got this, wear 2 condoms. Everybody loves it. It's way cooler than just 1 condom, but I don't want you to just stop there. I know you're like, oh, what if it's like, oh, what if only rappers can do it? What if rappers are the only people that can wear 2 condoms? I don't think I'm a rapper. I don't think I can pull it. You can pull it off. You're like, oh, I've seen high performance athletes wearing 2 condoms. I don't think I'm a high performance athlete. I don't know if I got that thing that lets you just wear 2 condoms and be cool with it. I'm telling you right now, wear 2 condoms. You're okay. You're good. You're good. But I don't want you to stop there. Wear 2 of everything from now on. Wear 2 shoes, please. I know you're like, I don't know if I got what it takes to wear 2 shoes. Don't let them put you in a little box and be like, oh, that's Jesse 1 shoe right there. She or he can only wear 1 shoe at a time. You fucking show them. You wear 2 shoes. You put 2 shoes on top at the same time. 2 of everything, baby. 2 socks. 2 socks. Summertime, baby. Fight the heat with 2 socks. Go in there even hotter than the sun. Go in there hotter than this devil's asshole. Go in there hotter than the devil's taint. Go in there hotter than the devil's mustache. Go in there hotter than the devil's dick. Go in there hotter than the devil's pitchfork. Get in there. Wear 2 of everything. Wear 2 pants. Why stop there? When you can comfortably wear 2 condoms and look really cool, why not wear 2 pants? Ever spill something on one of your pants? Didn't you wish you had a second layer there? Have 2 pants on at the same time. Wear 2 pants. What about 2 shirts? Fuck yeah, we're gonna do 2 shirts because it's that kind of season now. We're in the 2 shirt season, bitch. You let them know what's up. Oh, a friend is in there. You're in a little industrialized little workplace area, factory. Oh, the ACs are on. Your friend gets cold. Take off a layer. Hand him a layer. I got 2 layers. Don't worry about 2 shirts. Tony, they call me. 2 sweaters on top of that. Of course, you want to be matching or mixing. It doesn't matter. Jackets, double it up. 2 of everything. Hats, the same thing too. It's the thing that's happening this summer. Wear 2 of everything. Glasses, get 2 of them. Prescription, double prescription, baby. Now you see twice as good, or much better than before. It might just really horribly alter your vision, but is it worth it? Yes, of course it is. You're like, oh, what about when my wife is riding me and my cock is inside her puss and she's technically wearing my cock? Or I'm wearing her puss, doesn't matter. Should I be doubling that, or should I be getting double the puss? Yes, indeed. Because you gotta double it up, and I'm telling you right now, you can pull it off. So I'm telling you, start off with the condoms, 2 layers for maximum. Just, again, ignore the naysayers. They're like, no, underground rappers only. You got this. 2 condoms. Do it this summer. Treat yourself. Everybody's heard of that shit right here, right now. Everybody's talking about it, that wet dripping life. That wet dripping life. What's it about? How do you go about living that wet dripping life? Wet dripping life is a simple philosophy, if I'm not mistaken. Consists of wetness and life. Hydration, living. Moist, alive. Damp, life. Put it together, you get wet dripping. Wet dripping lifestyle. How do you live it? Consists of you being wet all the time and living your best life. From now on, start your day off. Take a shower, walk straight out. Don't go ahead and get a towel and wrap it around yourself and wipe yourself off. You're removing the wet drip from your life. That's the exact opposite of what you want to be doing. Puddles should be abundant. People should be walking around after you, flipping on their back, breaking hips, breaking bones. But it doesn't matter. Guess what? Why did this happen? John, could you lend a hand? And you can say, no, I'm busy living my wet dripping life. Get out of here, loser. And walk away. Like, get back and check on them if they're like a close friend or family member, or your husband or your wife, or if they're your kids, like give them a helping hand. But nonetheless, that shouldn't stop you from living your wet dripping life. Is it raining outside? I think so. I think so. Oh, let me be cautious. Let me be cautious. Take a little umbrella with me and not get any precipitation in my, God forbid I should get any rain on my skin and in my hair. Oh, my clothes are gonna be wet. I'm gonna look like an idiot. Or you could be living your wet dripping life, baby. Maybe people have always kept that secret away from you. They wanted all that happiness for themselves. Like, I'll be the only, because you've seen those individuals, the few who walk in the rain without that umbrella. You're like, what is that psycho up to? Psycho or genius? Think about it. Get out there. Umbrellas, they're like, oh, we're gonna just stop all the rain from getting on top of it. Well, guess what? Guess what? When you're wearing a shirt and then the wetness hits your skin and the shirt, they stick together. What are you revealing out there to the public? That nature wanted you to expose, but no, rules, laws, regulations, a little bit of shame, a little bit of whatevs. That's right, you're hiding those beautiful nips, ladies. Wet dripping life. Fellas, I could care less, but nonetheless, you do you as well. Rock those nips, it's all right. I'm telling you right now, it's an easy way to get exposure and just fucking get out there and live your best life. Wet dripping lifestyle. I'm telling you right now, walk in a pool, forget the towel. I gotta dry off before I get to get in there. Get back in your car, dripping wet, get to the office. Flip-flops, wet. Walk in there, put your feet up on the table and then put them down because you got work to do. Nonetheless, the phone is ringing, slippery. Nonetheless, you grab it, answer, hello, who's there? Deal done, hung up. Why? Wet dripping life, that's why. All right? Quitting with all that, I gotta just remove all the water from the premise. I gotta make sure everything's dry. Haven't you been living dry enough? Don't you want to be wet right now? As soon as the sprinkler goes off, everybody's tripping. Oh, we gotta get out of this building. The sprinklers are off, they're going off. Oh, we're wet everywhere. Isn't that one of the best scenes in life where sprinklers are going off? Why don't you just sit there for a second and enjoy it? Give yourself a couple of minutes, sprinklers are going off. How many minutes in your life have you spent with sprinklers going off? As soon as it happens, I gotta get out of here. I'm not used to this. Oh, I'm freaking out. I don't know what's going on. The sprinklers are going off. Relax, take it in, take it in. You only get one life. How many sprinkler exposures are you gonna get? Exactly, you're welcome. Everybody's panicking, oh, the building's gonna burn. Is it though? That's why the sprinklers are there, dum-dum. That's why the sprinklers are there, man. But no, you'll have somebody most likely in management staying back, enjoying all the sprinkler action by themselves, laughing with their assistant while getting head. You could be getting head in the sprinkler room. Just trying to help. You're welcome out there. Use it wisely. It's that wet dripping life. 2025, baby. We're making a movement happen. Stay strong. Stay on the course. Get it. It's really hot in here. It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter because we are what? Fucking beating the heat together. Not to be mistaken with beating the meat movement, which is, that's a lifestyle. It's more of a lifestyle rather than I'll just try beating the meat. You don't try, just fucking do it. It's not a, let me just dip my toes in this lifestyle of beating the meat and see if I can have a go at it. No. This is a lifestyle, beating the meat. But that's another day. It's another discussion. But here's to the gang. A lot of people tell you can't chew and spit at the same time. Can't chew and spit at the same time. Who are all these negative influences in your life that you need to be removing immediately? Because if somebody tells you you can't chew and spit at the same time, Scott, you don't got it. You don't have to chew and spit a bit. You don't got what it takes to chew and spit, Scott. They'll say that. Oh, you can chew and spit. Becky out there, Lucy Loose out there, I just want you to know you can chew and spit at the same time. Like, how do I go ahead and do it? Takes a little bit of deprogramming. It takes a little bit of, sometimes we go in life, brought into life. Some might say perfect entities. And then as you get older, you learn both good and negative things. And sometimes you got to unlearn some things. A lot of times people told you, oh, when you're chewing, do not spit. People don't like it when you chew and spit. Don't like it. Close your mouth when you're chewing so you don't chew and spit. All these years we've been doing it wrong, because I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, one of the best things you can do in life is chew and spit simultaneously. Go ahead and open your mouth next time you're eating and have a conversation. Chew and spit, get it out there. You know why? Just one of the reasons that particles of food are flying out of your face, landing on others, hopefully landing on their chin. Hopefully, in an ideal world, they'll land in their mouth. And guess what? Nothing is more sweet, nothing is more warm and welcoming than the gesture of offering food to others. Saying, hey, I'm eating, would you like some now? Would you like to share some food? A lot of times we were like, oh, I don't know, I'll be a little bit more hesitant. I'll be a little bit more cautious. What about boundaries? What about space? Or has there been too much space between us humans these days, especially with technology getting in between us, just like a barrier or something? It's got us positive, but sometimes it can feel like it's coming between us. And guess what? A little tiny step that you could take is chew and spit at the same time. Sure. It's just another day at the office. Yeah, sure. It's just another recruitment meeting. Sure. It's just another team activity, team building activity. Sure. You can just keep it all, or you can chew and spit. Instead of keeping it all business, how about you get a little bit more personal? How about you get a little bit in there, more intimate? Oh, it's just another family reunion. Let me just hand you a burger after I've barbecued it for you and put it on the bun. Would you like ketchup or mustard? Both great. And then you just hand it to them. Instead of chewing and spitting while chit-chatting with each other, you go a few feet apart, drinks in one hand, food in the other, chewing and swallowing like proper people. Where is the intimacy? Where is the closeness? Chew and spit. I believe this is one of the movements that's going to be bringing us closer together moving forward, because we do got to look for uniting factors. And I thought about this hard, or maybe I thought about it while I was hard. Either doesn't matter. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, you could be chewing and spitting. And you're like, I've not done this since I was a young, and you'll say this, I don't know if it's innate. It's innate. Stop with this act of, I got to close my mouth and chew and not spit, because people will think something of me. Try it out. What will people think? You know what they'll think? They'll say, my, what a sharing individual. Oh my, I could taste it because it's in my mouth now. Oh my, what a giving person. And the next thing you know, they'll be doing the same thing. Next thing you know, more people are chewing and spitting at the same time. And before you know it, people are joining hands, celebrating, chewing and spitting in each other's faces, bringing humanity closer together, one step at a time. Of course, we're not looking for a miracle here. We're just looking for a little bit of teamwork, a little bit of saying, hey, I like the way that your food tastes, and thank you for sharing. Ladies and gents. Wipe yourself, your mitochondria is dripping. Why do women enjoy men who burp and fart? Some people have asked that over the ages, both on the streets and on the interwebs. Why do women enjoy men who burp and fart? We're gonna try to get, I don't want to get too, woo-woo about this and like get to the nitty-gritty of the psychology of it all, but if we need to, we'll fucking do it, because nothing can stop us now. We're moving forward with this shit. That's what we do. Sometimes we tackle the extremely serious issues here. Very serious. Extremely. Not touched by anybody else, I'll tell you that. Yeah, everybody wants to pretend it doesn't exist. Let's just not talk about it and pretend it doesn't exist. But why do some women, enjoy men who burp and fart? If you happen to be one of those lovely individuals out there who happens to enjoy men burping and farting, I congratulate you. I'm saying this on behalf of everybody. You're special, you are loved, you're not alone out there. Why do you enjoy a man burping or farting? I could say this, I think, again, breaking it down, psychologically speaking, I would say that the people, before we started talking, I would say that it was mostly bodily noises. It was bodily sounds. People might have screamed or, ooga booga this, not a lot of language before it started coming about. I would say people relied on sounds, and the burp and the fart are two harmonious sounds made by anybody, but specifically coming from a male. That says a couple of things. One, I have had food, burping, letting it all out. Oh, thank you. That's like the original, I've eaten, I'm all good, thank you. Would you like to go get something? Somebody burped way back in the day. Man, no, I've already had half a zebra. Thank you, brother. Thank you, sister. I'm good for now. You just let it rip. Farting too, on the other hand, farting also meant that, they've had food, which is nice. So I suppose it could go back, psychologically speaking. It's probably embedded, it's probably innate that when a female sees a male burping and or farting, they are innately, without even, because you're like, I'm a 2025 gal. I don't even know why I'm attracted to this. I like ping pong and I like smartphones. 2025 gal. And somewhere deep down inside, there's a little string pulling on you. On the other hand, on the other side of the string, there's a male attached who's burping and farting, and you don't know why. You don't know why you're attracted to it, but you're attracted to it. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you right now, it is natural, it's normal. It's probably a form of, I would say, you probably see some sort of survival instinct in that individual. And you're like, you know what? That guy eats, that guy hunts, burper, farter. Because you don't want somebody who don't burp and fart. That's some digestion issues. That is some person that has not had food. That is some person that's got constipation. You don't want to be out and about doing your thing, dealing with the constipation. And that's, now every once in a while, it could happen to the best of us. No judgment there. But again, you're seeking those innate signals that tell you, you know what, that's a good mate right there. A burper and a farter. Why does it turn you on? Let's not judge it. It is what it is. Some call it nature, others say nurture. Does it matter? Probably a mixture of both if you really thought about it. But I would say this, do not be ashamed. You're not alone out there. It's not just you. There's millions of you out there. And good on you for having the desire to pursue what you want out. Don't let people stop you, and encourage it. If you see other chicks out there who dig guys who burp and fart, get in there. I think you should probably create a group. There you go, ladies and gents. So don't be ashamed. That's all I wanted to say. It's completely normal. Why do some men enjoy watching women shave? Again, another great question that's been on the forefront of everybody's mind, especially these days. I would say, again, not all, but most, I would say most men prefer women shaving and enjoy watching women shave because men themselves have spent a lot of time and do spend a lot of time shaving. So despite the fact that women don't have facial hair, they have the leg hair, they've got other areas that they might want to groom and shave, and we enjoy watching, some of us might enjoy watching women shave. It's Not so much of a sense of, oh, I wonder what's underneath that, because we already know what's underneath all that. We already know what's up. It's a matter of, hey, this takes a lot of time shaving, and I'd like to see you kind of like share that same burden of like what it is to remove bodily hair. So there you go. That's one of the reasons as to why men enjoy watching women shave. Is it something that is widely accepted? Probably not. Is there a silent majority that low-key likes it, perhaps loves it? I would say so. According to my research, at least, I would say so, yes. Some people say it's just the ASMR factor, the fact that somebody shaves, you like hearing that sound, and you're like, I like it when I shave my face, and I like that sound. What if I like to hear more of it? Well, there's more hair on legs, so there you go. You could always listen or watch a woman shave their legs, and there's two of them, whereas you only got one face, so you can only enjoy the sound of shaving faces once, whereas legs, it's probably like 2-3 hours of shaving. Who knows how long it takes? Really, if you think about it, who knows? But that's a couple of reasons as to why most men enjoy watching women shave. Another one of it is just about, do you like things that are starting off not so tidy, but then end up being extremely tidy? Do you like cleaning things up? It's one of those, I don't know if you want to call it OCD. Because a lot of things do get labeled. I don't think it's OCD, but just maybe you're into cleanliness, or psychologically it probably stems from the fact that people enjoy mowing their lawns. It's the same concept. You like seeing things grow, and then you like watching it get chopped down. You like it. You like that, don't you? You like it, big boy. You like it, big mama. You like that shit, don't you? Well, good. I'm glad you enjoy it. Thank you for the great question. You're not alone out there. And yes, you can watch women shave as long as you like. Completely normal. Join a group. Create one if there's not one around you, and watch women shave together. You're welcome. What else is going on in and around the world? I heard of this new term that's come up. It's called jugging, which is basically what mugging used to be, but I guess it's bigger than a mug. Mugging would people would go up to you and rob you at gunpoint or knife point. The jugging is a specific one that's, I believe I saw it took place somewhere in Austin, Texas, if I'm not mistaken, but I believe this has existed in other places in and around the world too. So I'll just say this, that it consists of, and this is for our community, for our familia, to help each other and stay safe out there, really. So if you've not heard of it, I just want you to know it might exist. Be careful out there, but also we'll get to the bottom of this. I don't know, I'm thinking about it. This jugging is essentially when thieves, when robbers, when badman get out there and sit in the car and just look at you, go to the bank, go to the ATM, grab a ton of cash, and then come out, and then right as you exit the bank, you're out the bank, you're going in your car, you're about to take a stroll. Next thing you know, there's a couple of goons, they're just mugging you and taking your thousands of dollars, hard-earned money. You're working hard and you put money in your bank, and then boom, next thing you know, ladies and gents, give me all your cash, give me all your, not so much jewels, specifically cash in this instant. They watch you come out of the bank and they rob you, which is no bueno. And I saw this and I'm like, oh, how could people protect themselves? But then I got to thinking, I'm like, what is this stemming from? What could be the cause of this? Why are people jugging? Why are people looking at people get in and out of banks and take a lot of cash with them? Could this be one caused by poverty, or perhaps people just looking for an easy way out? And we all know there's no easy way out. It's probably easy to get in, but getting out is not as easy. Sometimes, like, entrance to a place is like right there, and then the exit is like, oh, there's an exit sign over here, there's an exit sign over there, there's another exit sign there. They spin you in circles. It's like you're going to IKEA. It's not easy getting out. It's like, that's life sometimes. But also it's like, oh, you gotta take a detour because the elevator's broken. Oh, exit through the staircase down below. You're like, staircase down below? The ground level's this way. And you're like, no, go this way. And then you go down there. It's another floor of just stuff they're trying to sell you. So the exit, it's no easy way out. It's like getting in one of those revolving doors, and then more people come in, and then it speeds up, and you're like, oh, damn it, I missed the exit, and then you're like, okay, I'll get the next one, and then you keep revolving, and then it just speeds up because there's more people coming in, and it just speeds up, and you missed the exit again. You're like, okay, I'll get out this time, and then you try to get out on the third time, and then your foot is stuck between oh my god, they're crushing your feet between the revolving door, and it's just there's no easy way out, is what I'm telling you. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that they're jugging people, and how do you protect yourself? So is it one, what were we talking about? We're talking about why it's happening. Could it be one, is perhaps poverty or thievery going on, but also low-key, what? Low-key, is this some sort of like, look how bad cash is, why would you be carrying cash, people would say. Because I saw this chick get picked up by a dude and slammed to the ground. You can't do that with people. You know what you can do that with? Hyper-realistic baby dolls. You can slam it to the ground as many times as you'd like. But you can't do that with real people. This poor lady broke a hip or some shit. Her tit is fucking on her back now. Good for you, big man. Good for you. She dislocated a tit. Fucking vagina's up in her throat right now. Congratulations, big man. Point is, could this be that we're low-key getting infiltrated with the intrusive thoughts of like the CBDC, the central bank and digital currencies, to kind of say, have you been getting jugged recently? Try CBDC and never get mugged again. And it'll show images of people going into what used to be banks but are just like museums now, where you can pretend to go to a bank and then come out empty-handed because there's no money or more banks. And that way they could be like, jugging's gone down by 75,000% as of 2073. No more jugging. And then you'll see poor juggers who used to be jugging on the streets because that was their only option. And it's just like they're like shriveled, and it's like whenever it rains, you see worms come out, and then after the sun hits them, they start shriveling up and dying. That's what the juggers are gonna be like. Because, I'm not sure if that's a bad thing or a good. It's probably good in a sense because there's less juggers, but not so good because the way you got it was through maybe CBDC. Maybe CDBC was behind all of it. Maybe you find out that big fucking Illuminati lizards were funding these juggers to go out there low-key on there. Or perhaps I could be extremely wrong, which it's probable as well. That could be extremely wrong as well. It's probably not the case either, but I'm just saying CBDC, central bank and digital currency, right around the corner. How could you fight it? Fucking with karate, dude. Every person, young and old, should be able to just roundhouse kick somebody in the neck, just back of the temple, right there. Give me all your money. Roundhouse kick right there. Give me all your, or at least kick him in the nuts. Kicking in the nuts, always get physical, despite the fact that you're like, I've never fought before. Doesn't matter. You're like, money, is it worth it? Should I risk it? Of course. In this economy, of course, every penny counts. Not the actual penny itself, but every dollar counts. All right. So punch him in the nutsack. Just punch him in the face. Bite them, cling on from the back. If you can cling on, do the old raccoon / koala right there. Rotate, turn. I believe turning is, do the crocodile or the alligator. Just keep fucking turning. Start making love to them, honestly. Unzip the buttons of their pants quickly, get on top, start riding them. Male, female, doesn't matter, ride them. Because that always seems to be a distraction until the cops, can get to you and save you. But that's something that I saw. Pepper spray. Douse yourself in pepper spray before you go into the bank and after you come out. Douse. As you're coming out, you should be just dousing yourself in pepper spray. I would say this happened in Texas, so I'm surprised there's not more people from what I hear, I've not been, I would get guns, just twirling guns around, both fingers, twirling guns, just ready to fucking, oh God, that's so cool, fuck. It is really cool. I wish we had that, or I wish I could have that, because everybody wants different things. I would have liked to be able to live in a time where I could just fucking twirl a couple of guns and right there, you know what I mean? So, but no, they'll get rid of your fun. Less pew pew, they'll say. More CBDCs, more BBCs. That's what they'll say. Less pew pew, more BBC. That's what they'll give you. Or it's CBBC. You know what I'm talking about. Replacing guns with cocks. And you can't fight crime with cock, can you? Wipe yourself, your mitochondria is leaking. I would say look homeless as you're coming out of the banks. Don't look all fancy. Have holes in your shit. Because if people see holes in your shit, they're not gonna think that that person has had a lot, unless there's somebody inside the bank with like a low-key earpiece telling, you know, whoever's coming out, they've got a lot of cash, and you think you're all like, oh, I've got to figure it out. If I go in there with holes in my shit, they're not gonna be able to figure it. They got somebody on the inside, man. Fucking calls coming in from the inside, as they say, from that time when they said the calls coming from the inside of the building. The calls coming from the inside of the building. It's an inside of the building, because where else would it? And this thing goes way back, where all calls came from inside of buildings, because like we didn't have cell phones, or they're not, you know, it's been around for some time, but like way back when the phone was invented, that's where and that's when the saying came around. So I don't know, unless it was just like one random guy who made calls from the outside, and then somebody once said, you know, calls coming from the inside, and then that guy with the outside phone showed up ahead of his time. And somebody pointed, rightly so, no, that call, that specific one is coming from the outside, not the inside. And those few individuals who were there saying that the call was coming from the inside, those guys look like idiots. And that guy with the outside phone, fucking time traveler, dude. I don't even know how you got there, but you've seen him in some pictures, man. I'm telling you right now, you've seen the iPhone show up in some old phones and some pictures with phones and all. Just, it doesn't matter. The point is, nonetheless, you should be fighting with the nunchucks, ninja stars. Throw it at their kneecaps. Give them the money and then let them run and throw a ninja star right in their Achilles heel. Just fucking get them right there in the ankle. And then you crawl on the ground and just scraping your nails on the pavement, making the hair on their back stand up, and then get in there behind, gouge the eyeballs out. Grab the money, selfie, TikTok, Insta, virality. Say yes to guns, no to BBC, BBL, CBD, BBCD, digital currency. Say nay and say yes to more guns. Fuck, I wish I could just... Something about the Wild West and walking around with fucking twirling guns, man. We've got to get that back. I'm telling you. What else is going on in and around the world? Psychologically, researchers have studied and said that apparently doing power poses, both mentally but physically, impact your confidence levels as well. So go ahead and do power poses. What are power poses? They didn't really say, but like, you know, power poses, we'll figure it out together. Fucking, this probably could come in handy, actually. It's related more that I think about it now, related to the previous topic of getting jugged. Somebody comes at you, get in there, get big. Because you've heard that saying, if you see a bear, become a bear, be a bear. You see a bear, be a bear. You see a bear, you know, just like you walk into the campground, you see a bear. It's like a male bear, giant grizzly bear with the more deadly ones. I don't know which ones are more deadly. black bears, white bears, brown bears. I don't know which ones I've heard. They're giant. They're all dangerous in my. If I see a bear, let's say you see a bear, I'm wet ass, dude. I'm fucking wet dripping. I don't care. If I see a bear, I'm about it, dog. I don't care. You're a bear. I'll bear you all. I see you're a bear. I'll bear all myself. If you see a bear and it's like a male bear, you walk into a place and it's got this female bear, you know, on all fours, just hitting it with that bear cock, just hitting it from back. And they say if you see that, don't be intimidated. Fucking just go push him to the side. Get big. I'll take it from here, bear. Remove him from the sitch, and you get behind that female bear. And you just, I know you're smaller, but still be big. Power poses. It's gonna help you be confident in terms of don't be intimidated is what I'm trying to tell you. The same thing with the jugging, dude. If you are about to get jugged, bear it up. Just get big. Grabbing genitalia, yours or other people's, always says power move. So always, I would say start with yourself, you know, because sometimes it's like, it might be a misunderstanding. It was just like, oh, my bad, just like, you know, my shoes were untied, I was just bumping into you. You don't want to just grab, but grab your own genitalia. That's a safe bet. Grab your own genitalia. I'm talking, grab just a little bit of this, a little bit of this. A little bit of this, arms up, and a little bit of arms down. This, genitalia, up, arms up, big, genitalia, this. And these are power moves. Ladies, if you've got tits, you're a real female human. If you are wondering, I'm a lady, should I have tits? Then you're a fucking alien. You're a fugazi. Because regular female humans would not have even taken a second to doubt themselves. You should have tits if you're female. If you're like, I don't know. Call ice. No tit bitch walking around pretending to be a female. Get out of here, fake female. What were you talking about? Power poses, that's right. Grab tits, grab both of them. One is actually more fucking, yeah. Two could be like, is this an invite? One is like, bitch, do you wanna get tit slapped right now? Power pose, confidence. Do you wanna just get titty whipped? I will titty whip the shit out of you right there, and then go out and titty whip somebody. Titty whip that fucking jugger right there, motherfucking jugger. Take a titty to the face, right there. Give some sweet chin music with the old titty right there. Go ahead, wipe yourself off your mitochondria, leaking, and then walk away. So power poses are available to you should you find yourself either being jugged or just in daily life. Before you go out there, grab a tit and let them know what's up. Tiffany's got them tits right there. So power moves for your confidence levels and just daily life. There you go. Psychologically, it impacts you. So go ahead and try it out. If you don't believe me, grab a tit. French pricks, I'll say this. French pricks. I know what you're thinking. I know. You're like, oh, is he talking about French people who are assholes? No, because French people are beautiful, wonderful people. There's like people from anywhere else in the world. But having said that, in France, as of late, there's a music festival going on. I don't know what happened, but 145 to 150 people got pricked with syringes. So that's French pricking right there. They got pricked with syringes at a music festival. It's a lot of people. I don't even know who did it. I don't know how it happened. I believe they arrested like 12 people. But again, I just heard this and I'm thinking, oh man, here's some of my beautiful European brethren and sisters. And they're getting out there and they're being French and all, and somebody's fucking coming down and trying to fucking get in their business and not let them be French and enjoy music, which made my heart a little sad. I don't want my heart to be sad. I don't want your heart to be sad either. So to my French out there, if you're getting pricked at music festivals, son, fucking, how do you not get pricked? I will say this: you could rub oil on yourself, because like if somebody would like jab you with a needle or syringe will just kind of like slide off. Get that diddy oil and just like apply a lot of it to your dermis and like just cover yourself, or saran wrap underneath your clothes. That's too much work for you. I get it. It's a bummer that people who syringes these people. That's fucked up. Don't do that. But I mean, how to fight it? Again, the same things probably apply to getting jugged. I would say same rules apply. Learn a little bit of karate. I would say probably again the best karate is guns. I would say make it so that more people could have guns. I would say if more people were twirling around, if everybody was twirling around guns, double twirling, and yeah, couple of shots might go off in the air, somebody might get shot in the foot, but if we all stay chill, all right, and not lose our cool, we could all be enjoying guns way more. Fuck, I want a gun so bad, just to fucking twirl a couple of times and pop it off into the ceiling. Don't you? I know if you're out there and you have access to them, oh, you're so fucking lucky. I want some. 5, just in each hand, 5. 5 on this hand, 5 on this hand, twirling, spinning. Yeah, a couple of accidents here and there. But again, as long as nobody gets seriously hurt, that's, yeah, if you are just twirling a gun and a syringe stabber comes by and sees you with it, they'll be like, next person. I'm not going around stabbing this fella or lady. But that was happening, which just made me realize, man, you gotta be careful out there. So nunchucks, carry nunchucks with you. I would say go in groups of people and kind of like stand back to back to back to back. If you get like 4 people standing back to back to back, you got like, north, south, east, west. You got your 12, you got your 6, you got your 3, and you got your 9 cover. You know what I'm talking about right there. All the, you're like, what about the 10s and the 2s and the 4s and the 530s? To fucking get more people, then just stand in a circle with more people. If everybody's in the circle, if you break the circle, then the circle is gonna be infiltrated, which fucking sucks. Don't break the circle. Now, I know it's a music festival, but you gotta stay in a circle, and it's hard, but you gotta do something. So I don't know why that's happening in France, but I'm just saying, let French people be French. All right, let them just enjoy their croissants, their EDM festivals, their baguettes, their wine, their cheese. And I gotta say, this one, I'm not quite sure where it's from. I think this one's actually not French. I was watching a little video on cheese. I know, side note, it just, that part of the world reminded me of that video that I watched and I wanted to share with you. It's this cheese that they make in Sardinia, or I think that's in Italy if I'm not mistaken. It's made of maggots. It's called maggot cheese. And I know, every part of the world has food that's both like really delicious. Some of it is like delicacies, but I saw this maggot cheese. I don't even know. It's made me. They make cheese and the cheese is fine, and then they put slice a little crack in the cheese, and then they let a fly get in the cheese and then lay eggs in the cheese on purpose, and the eggs turn maggots, eat the cheese, die within the cheese, and then people give it some time, and then they slice it open. It's just maggot cheese. And I was just right there, wanted to throw up so hard. Just wanted some maggot cheese, but it's a delicacy that's apparently really good. But I don't buy it. I'm not gonna I don't even know why I brought it up. It was just close. It was France. It was Italy. I don't know. I love Italian food. I'll say this: your spaghetti, pasta, pizza. Your boys here for it. The maggot cheese. Oh, maggot cheese. Fuck, that's so gross. But I respect it. I respect it. Eat it. We'll eat it together if need be one day. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, protect yourself at all times. Oh, maggot cheese. There's a beautiful Italian man eating it and describing it, and he looked like he was having so much fun. I was gagging. It's neither here or there. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, there's maggot cheese out there. If you didn't know, now you know. What else is going on? Ever catch yourself in a situation where you want to just get out of it for whatever reason? Oh, parent-teacher meeting, can't get out of it for some odd reason. There's a way to get out of it. I'm telling you right now. Services that we provide right now is called instant piss and shit services, where people show up wherever you are. As soon as you just give them a call or a text, discreet call or text. Call and hang up. We know who it is. We got your number. Send a text. Come immediately right now. Send the location. We're there. Hired trained professionals will arrive on the scene and unzip and either piss or shit on you. Therefore, you can get out of any situation by having an excuse of, who is this random person showing up and just pissing and shitting on me? Oh, can you believe this guy just pulled up and just pissed and or shat on me? Can't take this parent-teacher meeting. I gotta get out of here, Mrs. Wilson, but we'll be back here again next year. There is no next year. Your kid's gonna graduate, son. You just fucking beat the system. Get our piss and shit package from our highly trained professionals who dedicated more than half their lives to really owning their craft, really getting down to the science of it, making an art out of it, taking it to levels where it's never been taken before, saying, you know what? People do need a good excuse, but sometimes that excuse is not good enough to get out of certain situations. Oh, let's go to a party, sweetheart. This new party for the new neighbors that and you're like, oh, if we get into a stitch that we need to get out, we'll come up, we'll do our regular thing, wink and nudge, and we'll get out. Guess what? It's 11:30, you're winking and nudging, and you can't fucking leave for whatever odd reason. Call our trained team of professionals who will show up, knock, knock, who's there? Not to worry, just a friend at Jim's walking, shitting and pissing on you right there. You're like, oh, excuse me, we gotta wrap it up and we gotta get going. We gotta get going. Sorry, we had a blast. Thank you for the invite, but now we gotta go take care of this. This is a crazy loon out here. Who is this guy or gal? And they're out of there. Because guess what? They're trained professionals. They're not gonna linger on and make a scene. They get in, take a piss and or shit on you, and then dip. They're like Batman, but for piss and shit services. They're actually like nothing like Batman, except the fact that they're reliable, I'll say that. They're nothing like Batman. There's no costume. There's no Batmobile. There's no cool sidekick. There's no cool sidekick that's sometimes even cooler than Batman. There's no Robin in there. There's no fucking Batmobile. God, nothing like Batman. But nonetheless, the point is, they get the job done. So instead of having to go to meetings at your work and saying to yourself, I can never get out of this meeting, despite the fact that you really want to, there's now an option. Meeting time? Yes. Let's have a meeting at 11:30 in the morning. Great. 2-hour meeting about nothing. Fantastic. I wonder if I can get out of this. I can't because I've gotten out of so many. Next thing you know, call the number, text trained professionals who've spent probably minimum 15 years in Siberia training in laboratories, working with beakers and who knows, it's probably like mercury, I'll tell you that, or something on the periodic table, some sort of just new element, but it doesn't matter. The point is they're extremely trained. Sure, they don't blink, they don't laugh, they don't smile, but they get the goddamn job done. Call our instant piss and shit services anytime you want by dialing 1-877-543-5777, and within the next 30 minutes, the first 100 callers get free diarrhea packages. Well, you're welcome. That's instant piss, shit, and diarrhea in dire circumstances where you're like, I really got to get out of this sitch. They show up, diarrhea on you, and you're out of there. You know, I'll tell you what, if you've females experience this, of course, because typically speaking, females do have longer hair. And if you are a man who might have grown his hair for a little while as well, you might have experienced this. Talking about the shower drain, you might catch yourself shedding hair in the shower after a little while and then getting caught in the shower drain. And I notice that if you leave it be, the shower drain can get, after a while, it can start getting plugged up by the amount of hair that you've left just going down the shower. Some of it gets, of course, it goes into, it's nice, it just gets taken care of by the old pipage, but some of it gets caught up in the shower drain. Now, typically speaking, you can let it go for a while, to the point where water starts going into the drain slower and slower. And that's when probably you want to like get down and clean it up. And I noticed it's an extremely sexy task. And why are we keeping this task to ourselves, doing it in isolation? If you've never had the chance of letting the shower drain catch, let's say, I don't know, about a month's worth of hair, and then cleaning it up, it's one of the most sexy acts you can do. But again, the sad part of it is that most people do it individually. It's not really shared with anyone. I want you to let the hair caught by your drain, just let it sit there for a month, 2 months, if you could help it. Let it, and it'll catch other shit too. I'm telling you right now, it'll catch other stuff as well. Could be jizz, could be a little bit just snot from your nose because you blow your nose in the shower. You might do that, and it's so sexy when you pull it all out. It is one of the most delightful scenes. But again, we keep this to ourselves and don't share it. So I'm telling you right now, if you're like, man, Valentine's Day might be coming up at one point or another, always does. The anniversary is coming up, somebody's birthday is coming up. How do I show them something a little bit sexy, something a little bit, off the beaten path, if you will, how do I show them something that's a little bit different? Leave that hair for about a month or two, go into the shower with each other and get in there and pull it out in front of them. I'm telling you right now, it's the most delightful scene you could possibly have, but don't keep it all to yourself. And people might gag a little bit initially, but that's just them being overwhelmed with the sense of sexy overload. It's like, oh my God, it's so much sexy. So go ahead and do that. But if you want to really take it up a notch and just be extremely just like a turn on to your partner, use your mouth to just grab onto the hair and the gunk out of the shower drain. I'm telling you right now, they will lose it. At first, they might pretend they're not into it, but they're into it. They're really into it. So go ahead and treat yourself to the old shower drain cleaning, but again, do it with a partner. Don't just be like, oh, I'll tackle the bathroom this weekend by myself. Don't be selfish. Sharing is caring. All right, ladies and gents, I've got a little bit of coffee. I'll take a sip of this, thank you. But I've noticed it's been a long time since we as humans have had the ability to, of course, procreate and get females pregnant. Up until now, traditionally speaking, women's have gone ahead and used their vaginas to give birth to babies. Sometimes they do end up with the C-sections as well. I know that's an option that sometimes people opt for. I wanted to try something different, and I did. So I came up with a new way of people giving birth. If you'd like to keep your vagina intact and not end up with a C-section scar on your belly, I don't know why nobody thought about this, but I'll say this. Introducing now, 2025, moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. The oral births. That's right, give birth orally. Think about it. Your mouth is just as big as your vagina, almost, give or take. Why not give birth orally when you can save your vag from having all the rippage and the stitching that needs to go on top after to like tighten it up, and the next thing you know, is it too tight? Is it not tight enough? Who knows? What is this new vagina that I'm looking at? The point is, you don't need a scar on your belly. Throw up the baby. It's just right there. It's right in your stomach. And women, just like men, as they're growing up, as they go through high school, university, or college, 20s, 30s, you've had, most people have had plenty of instances where they drank too much or maybe even experienced food poisoning where they were throwing up. You're used to throwing up. You've never given birth through your vaginal canal until you've given birth. Why even put yourself through that? Give birth orally. Simply, you can do it. You can even do it standing up. I know, because I'm a man and I know this. You could do it standing up instead of having to get on your back, get a whole hospital involved. Oh, please. The medical industry, don't get me started. The point is, it's hard to get your own private room. What you could do is just kind of like lean on the counter with one hand and just right there. Just put right there, baby out the mouth. Much easier. And guess what? Your vagina is going to be brand new because you never technically used it, and no scar on your belly. Not going to take full credit for inventing the oral birth, but yeah, I did it. I came up, I took the time to observe human anatomy and behavior, and I noticed it. So despite the fact that this one I like to take by myself, this one you're like, you know, and thank you for I'll take this one. But there's plenty. I didn't do it completely on my own. We are a team after all, but nonetheless, I do want to. And yeah, all these doctors working in the hospitals, nobody needs you anymore, son. We just came up with a new way of giving birth, oral births. Try it in the summer of 2025 and moving forward. Please tell a friend and family member that is pregnant at this time. Keep their bodies intact. Don't be walking around like these older moms from like 2024 with like loose vag and stomach scars. God, what a bunch of lames. Till next time. Peace out. Get out of here.